Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Come on into the house today. Got a little bit of chill music. I didn't really want to wear my headphones and everything, but I needed to be able to hear the music. And if I have it turned down on my desktop without this, then it would be too loud for you guys, but quite enough for me. And the last time I tried to play music whilst not wearing headphones and just having it through the computer, it seemed to mess up my microphone. So I'm gonna have to figure out some system like that. I know a lot of people that do that. Like I watch other streamers create art and you can hear music in the background. So I'm gonna have to figure that out because I don't like wearing these all day. I wear them all day, every day, pretty much. So I don't want to wear them if I don't have to. But anyway, good morning. I hope everybody slept well, got your beauty rest in. We are getting all our references together and returning to the back rooms with Sevi, Moss, Nomi, and myself. I hope you guys enjoyed the golf stream last night, the golf tournament. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy over there. Over on the Kick channel. Actually, let me got a copy. I'm going to paste that over here into the YouTube. If you don't follow me over on Kick, you 100% should. We have I do streams, the drawing streams over there as well, but I also do a lot of the gaming. And we had a blast last night. It was crazy, but great. Bye. See you over there. 2 mornings in a row. Well, I've been doing this for about 3 weeks now, trying to be consistent. Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings. Didn't sleep well, had bad dreams all night. Been there. The artful Brittany waving at us. Hello, hello. Oh, by the way, DL was here bright and early, throwing everything but the kitchen sink at us. Once again, Spider Unlimited saying good morning, Achilles Jones saying good afternoon, and hello. Yeah, it was a lot of fun last night. Too bad Joe couldn't join us, but we'll get her, and then we're gonna try to get Mando on. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. Well, all right, let's not quibble over whatever music and that's in the third. Now I almost can't stand the music. You know what? Let me know if you guys enjoy it. If not, I'll just turn it off. But I'm just going to take these off and listen to my own thoughts. It's dangerous. Dangerous, I know. I have been up since 5:30 this morning. And I just couldn't sleep. So I was like, I'm just going to get up and do some work. And some work I got in. And then around 8 o'clock, I went back to bed, took a wee nap, and now I'm here. So let's go before I have to do a whole bunches of other things. So when last we left our characters, they were floating down the river. By the way, subscribe if you're new here. Click the like button, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. And if you want to become a member of the channel, you can unlock really cool features like coloring pages, behind the scenes, and all kinds of other fun little things. Videos, pictures, Patreon. If you want a more in-depth look at the artist's mind, you can go over there. You can also check out the merchandise shop over here on the YouTube side where you can check out the store, get really awesome content. Shirts like make art, not content. And I've also got some chibi stickers and posters and other things that are moving from my Etsy shop over to the fourth wall as the company. Now, let's get into it. Insomnia definitely hits me on random night. I don't know. I haven't had insomnia in years. I have not had insomnia. Oh, DL. That's right. You know what? I'm just going to play it the one time so that people have a context for what we're doing here. Right? Just one time. Just one time. I swear on the precious.
Oh, wow. I died.
Well,
guys, I died.
Well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat, Nomi.
The boat.
Well, boat.
How did you die?
Because she went in the water like a fool.
Oh, wow.
I died.
Well, guys, I died.
Well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat. Whoops. I accidentally had that on loop, so I didn't break my promise, but I kind of broke my promise. I didn't mean to break my promise. I only played it the one time on purpose. Let me put it that way. I only played it twice on accident. All right, so anyway, so that's the context. So I'm excited to try to get the water today. Well, not the well, first and foremost, I'm excited to try and get perspective of like there's like we're gonna try something new here. I've never done, first time here on the Procreate app, and so I was looking up some tutorials this morning. So this area that we're in, we're gonna put some water, clearly down. Well, cancel. Oh, this isn't showing. Okay. Let me delete this. We're professional here, right? So there's meant to be, obviously some water up in this area. And then I need to have some like walls going on and over here with some like ladders. And dang it if I'm not doing too terrible of a job right off the bat. But it's like this weird kind of pool area. So that's what I'm going to try to work on today. And there's this feature in Procreate, Learn With Me, where here we go. I go to the wrench, I go drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and it's supposed to be perspective assisted drawing. Okay, I've never done this before, but you're supposed to be able to like tap to create vanishing points. Okay. Here. Oh my. All right. So then this is supposed to like help me understand. Oh, and then you could drag it around. Okay, do I want it like that? So that could be helpful for the water. Now for the buildings. Yeah, oh, we could do really a strong forced perspective here. But all right, moment of silence for creativity here. Hang on, I'm getting a message too. And then, do I move this up? I gotta see. So the line for the wall would be... I see it better on that side than I do over here. Why is that? Oh, fascinating. Okay. So we'll just borrow from that side. Okay. I said moment of silence for creativity, but I still have to like talk it out. So I'm like not. Yes. I like it. Okay. So I did that. So now on this layer, you know what? Let's see. What color are the walls? We're going to make it a grayish color. I don't know what I'm doing. This is brand new here. And then the lines are definitely different over here. Oh, what is it? Whoa, hey, whoa. What is that? What is that? What is happening? I was going to follow. Oh, look, it does the lines for me. Fascinating. Okay, but it doesn't do the proper lines over here. So that's where the problem comes in then. So then I have, I guess, messed up the perspective. I don't know. Or if we just did it this way. We're trying things. We're learning. So then I could just follow this line, but it needs to be up higher. I kind of like this line here, which is also this line here. No, it's not. They're not even on both sides. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so there's one in the corner, and then there's that. So then it would be this one, correct? Ish. They're a little bit off. You know what? We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. And then there would need to be this line. So let's see, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shoot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe this one. Oh no. Something like that. That's not. Well, I mean, it's okay if it's not totally even, right? Because like we could just be at a different camera angle. I think we're gonna work with that. Let me look at my, let's see. We're going to work with that. Then that kind of, yeah, we're just going to make it like we're just blasting down the water here. There's supposed to be something else. You know what? I was never good. This is my brother's area of expertise. This was never my thing. How do you turn this blasted thing off? Here we go. My brother was all about the angles. He was all about the angles, getting everything perfectly straight, perfectly symmetrical and whatnot. That was never me. Mine was like, okay, let's just kind of, do something like this. And then we just erase as we go along. That this is stressing me out rather than just trying to draw a line. So there's that. So I think, I don't know. Well, I'll leave that as that is for right now. We learned something. Yay. Now I'm looking at it. I'm like, is that correct? Yeah, I guess so. Because moss then, okay. So I guess right now we're just building out a blueprint for how this works. I'm not okay. So then how would I do the water? So that's the, hey, Mountain Mutt. Hey, Icanalus. Good morning to all of you. We are struggling along this morning to figure out how to do this. I wonder if I need to that's no. I was trying to learn how to use the perspective tool, and I'm not sure that I did a good job. I feel like, well, see, Nomi's going to be floating in the water, so I think that might be beneficial for me. I'm just going to have to go with what the instincts, what my ancestors are whispering to me in my head here. Delete this. Does it make sense? Probably not. Am I messing everything up? Probably. Okay. And then I'm just going to end the wall here. I don't know why that makes more sense to me than having a continuous hallway. I think I'm pretty sure I'm making this more difficult for myself, but it wouldn't be the first time. And that's how Tabitha rolls. Let me see something here. There we go. Might be a little bit better. All right. So we're doing that. Well, I don't know that I need to. I don't know. We're on the struggle bus of life here. Yeah, I don't mind that there be an ending. I think a never-ending hallway. I don't know why, but a never-ending hallway kind of messes me up with this idea. I mean, we could. It would actually make my life easier if I did that. It would make my life easier if I did a never-ending hallway. So there we go. All right, we're walking through it. The walls wouldn't actually be this high, right? Because then I would have to do the floating. So maybe we do that. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend like we're fine. And up here would be the ladder. We're just going to sketch. I'm taking it too seriously. I'm forgetting the first rule of drawing, excuse me, is to just sketch out your idea and then clean up whatever is not right. So here we go. Here's the ladder that, well, actually, that should be on the other side. Nomi was trying to reach a ladder and she perished like a fool. And so there we go. We've got the ladder that goes down into the water. And then we can do the rungs later when we get that. Perspective is hard, artful Brittany. Lots of standing back away from the drawing, using rulers. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. But I'm trying to get better at it for obvious reasons. Like, it helps. It brings a lot of is that a word? Dynamicism. That was the word I wanted to say, but I know it's not really a word. but it brings a lot of dynamic elements to a picture when you have forced perspective and things are just really overly dramatic. And just like Sevi's finger there, where it's like in your face, it brings it to a whole other level when things are pushed back in an extreme way, things are brought forward in an extreme way, and it really helps to emphasize a story. And like I said, it brings a dynamic element to it. It brings some excitement to it. So there are a lot of benefits to forced perspective, but it also kind of sucks. So I think what I'm going to do is then, just to save myself the effort, we're going to do this, multiply it, or I should say duplicate it, and then put that over here. And we're going to clean all that up later on, but then pinch that together so it's one layer. And there we have Nomi's sad staircase that she fell off of, or that she was trying to reach before falling to her doom. I do realize that Nomi and Moss probably should be smaller, and that honestly, that Sevi and I should really be bigger, and the raft should be a lot bigger. For this to be exactly how I wanted it, I might end up changing that, which I probably need to figure out here soon. But maybe if I finish the background, I can then alter the characters to see how they would better fit in this particular comic strip here, this thumbnail that I'm planning on using for my gaming streams of Escape the Backrooms, which I believe we're going to be doing again this Saturday. So subscribe to the gaming channel. I ran out of my regular coffee, so today we're drinking Coffee Brand coffee, the bourbon flavor, which I don't mind. I like it a lot, but usually I want flavorless coffee in the morning, and I would reserve that for like an afternoon or an evening time coffee. But it's what I had today. So get yourself some. Highly recommend. Probably my favorite flavor that I have ordered from Coffee Brand Coffee, and use the code DRUNK3PO to get yourself a discount. Hashtag not sponsored. All right, so here we go. They also, by the way, have a blueberry coffee. I've tried that here on stream before. Really like it. Really like it. But again, it's a coffee that I don't want to have early in the morning. I would rather have that kind of coffee as a snack, a little smackerel or something later in the afternoon. But I will warn you that be careful, because it's very potent. And if you don't properly clean your pot, and if you have one of those reusable filters, it will linger. So you better clean it really well. Otherwise, your next cup of coffee will also taste like blueberries. All right. So we got this. I'm trying to make sure. We talked yesterday, as well as many other days, where when it comes to drawing, we focus on the main thing, not getting lost in all the little details in the background that nobody cares about, that don't help the story move along. For example, I was saying that Sevi's foot, it's a little bit wonky here, versus her face and her hand being the primary things that we are looking at when it comes to this particular picture. And so since her foot is kind of just off to the side, she still needs the foot to complete the picture, but it's not the main thing. So I'm not going to worry too much about those details. So I'm trying to remind myself about that with the background here as well. The background is not what's important. It helps sell the story, but it is not the emphasis. The emphasis is clearly me and Sevi. And then you've got your side characters, which would be poor Moss and Nomi over here. And then the background just helps to kind of push the story along. It sets the scene for it. So here we go. I think that should be the basics of what I've got. And then water will come next. That mainly is about coloring, and I've got a little tutorial page up here that I'm excited to give it a try. I've always wanted to get really good at drawing and creating water digitally. It's super fun to paint. But doing it digitally, I've never been able to do that successfully. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to better my watercoloring digitally. So hello, Kino. I don't know why. Kino Reviews. Hello, good morning. Spider Unlimited says, wasn't it Da Vinci that came up with lines and point to the draw the eye? Forget the term. Perspective. Isn't that just perspective? You're right though. Isn't that? I think so. I'm pretty sure you are correct. I cannot I'm a terrible art history student. As much as I loved taking it in college, I clearly forgot a lot of things. Okay, so I think I'm good with this here. And looking at my reference picture, I don't need much else. I do kind of, part of me wants to draw these giant windows up in here because that's part of the story. I am afraid that that's going to take away, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead. But I'm going to turn on symmetry so that way it saves us the time. Let's see, cancel. I need to erase this. We're going to turn on the symmetry feature. Here we go. So that it should be in the center. We get it equal on both sides. And maybe we'll just make... See, this is my idea of drawing lines. They're good enough, you know. They're a little off, but they're good. I do think that maybe like that, and then here, because then you could also see the sky. It's like a really thick ceiling. So hang on. There you go. So I think, I don't know if that will be helpful, but we're going to at least put it there so I don't forget about it and go from here. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Something that I'm not really looking forward to, unless I have a proper brush for it, is that it's all the tile. Ugh. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that, like I said, unless I have a stamp or something like that for that somewhere hidden in the recesses. So I'm going to darken this. We're going to switch over to Syrup. That's the brush that I use primarily for my inking, my outlining, and make sure we're on the right layer. Double check again. There we go. Fun little tip in Procreate as well is that if you're wanting to draw straight lines, you can drag, like I press down, I drag, and then I will hold it. And you can see that little tab that just came up on the top of my screen. That will correct it. So again, I just do this. Watch, you could do something like this. Hold it down and it will straighten it out for you. So that's a fun little tip in Procreate as well. I think there's also a way to do that with the circle, and we just hold it down and we'll just make it even. So we're not doing circles. Oh. I'm going to do a thinner line here. I probably should have done a thinner line for all of it, but it's okay. The whole point of the game is to make you uncomfortable. Trompe, oh, it's been a long time since I studied French. Trompe l'oeil is the fooling the human eye to perceive something 2D to be 3D, but I'm not sure of a specific term. You know more than I do. You know more than I do. So here we go. Another line. Okay. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for the water. It's gonna be amazing. This way I can also let in some really cool light. Like I did. Did you guys, I don't know. Did I showcase? I did. I had a short where I showcased the avatar eating the popcorn that we worked on. And I had like the light source coming from behind. Very beautiful. Very proud of that piece. So I can get the opportunity to do that here if I so choose. All right. So I'm going to drag. Actually, I probably need the bigger brush. All right. So here, like that. It's all coming together now. Oh, probably what I should have done. Let me erase this here. I know it's a lot of back and forth. Sometimes you just have these afterthoughts and you just got to go with the wind, you know? Excuse me. Oh, let's make thinner. Thinner, right. I might make these a little wonky on purpose here. Okay, so we got our first railing. Let's color that in right there. It's going to be in shadow anyway, so I don't think I need it. Let's say I'm getting an email. Is it important? No. Okay. All right. Just kind of cast it off into the distance. I don't know. Is that right? I feel like I'm just messing this up. But I'm having fun with it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you're lost, we're all... No, this just looks wrong. I think I need... It's smaller. It's further away, so I need it to be smaller. Thinner. I think that makes more sense. And then we're going to, oops, come down, hold it, come down, try to get that as even as possible, and we are holding it. It's going to be a little bit, actually it needs to be a little bit shorter because it's going at the angle. There we go. I think that works better. So then I'm going to take this, duplicate it, and flip it. We're just going to put it over here. And then if I get rid of the back layer, although I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun because I haven't done the rungs. It's okay. Here we go. We are good. It's okay. Go over here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. We're just hanging out. Excuse me. And now I got to do the rungs. So they would be kind of like, let's see. I think the line work probably a little smaller. Here we go. Go this way. There's probably a better way that I could be doing this. Yeah, I think. Here we go. There we go. So we're going to grab that and I'm going to, there's probably a faster way to do this as well, but it is what it is. All right, so we start here. Zoom in a little bit. We're going to move that down. I'm going to go here and grab all three of these and move that down. And then grab this one, move that one down. Just work our way down the railroad here. I'm okay if they're not like perfectly, you know, that kind of works there. And then what you can do once you've got like several of them, then I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab all of them and I'm going to just merge them into one layer. I'm going to duplicate it. And then we are going to, we moved too fast. We moved way too fast. All right, grab just the one layer and put it down here, which is not very good. There we go. Wait, something's wrong. Something wrong here. Oh, oh no, I've pressed the wrong thing. Oh my gosh. What is happening? What's happening? Let me grab the uniform button and presto digitarium. I might have to. What did I do? These lines are not adding up, but you know what? It's the whole point in it. And then I'm going to do that one more time. Grab it down here just to finish off. And then we'll just, wow, I really messed up with these lines. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And there we have a ladder. Let me get rid of this line work. Ta-da! It's just in the background to help sell the story. And oh my goodness. What? Achilles Jones over here for 20 euros says space, time, and matter was created by God at the same time. The Bible describes it in 10 words. In the beginning, time. God created the heavens, space, and earth, matter. Not only that, Achilles Jones has brought on one of our personal favorite pieces of music ever to be created in the world.
Till my heart's desire.
You're now part of the top 20 people in the chat. Let's go. Give it up for Achilles Jones. Thank you. Thank you, Achilles Jones, for those honest, wonderful, truthful words. I never really thought of it like that before. I mean, I, of course, as a believer, believe that space-time, all that was created by God, but I just never, I don't know. I just never thought of the breakdown like that. Excellent work, friend. Excellent work. I appreciate it. Bad Dev over there on Kick is burning up. Maybe go eat some ice cream. I don't know. I hope you're doing okay. Another email. I'm waiting for a special work email. So if I seem distracted, it's too late to apologize. All right. We're going to merge all this together because I am happy with how that looks. And then I am going to duplicate. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel in all the ways that you do, whether it's liking, commenting, subscribing, gifting. I see you. Okay, we're flipping a dipping. You guys are awesome. Thank you for spending your I'm way off. So this isn't up there. Thank you for spending your mornings with me. There, something like that. It's good enough, isn't it? It's good enough for me. I do kind of wish that I don't know that I like the ladder in this headspace over here for Sevi, but I think it's okay. I wonder if I can kind of blur it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep one as a side piece. I'm going to merge these together. And I really shouldn't be doing this early in the game, but I'm an experimentalist artist, okay? So here we've got perspective blur. So I haven't totally figured out how this works, but there it is. So I could blur it a little bit. I think, I have to figure out how that works. Or I could put it here in the middle and do directional blur. And it would, no, we don't want directional. We would want positional. I'm just not sure how that would work. I mean, that would be kind of cool. The only problem is that I would have to make Sevi and Moss a little bit blurred too. And maybe we'll do that when we get there. Those are pieces of work that come later. That's where you start adding all the bells and the whistles. We're just trying to get the groundwork laid here first. So that being said, let me try. I'm going to create a new layer, and something that I like to do as well as many others is you want to not necessarily always draw on a white screen. Now, I know when I first start sketching and I try to do that here with you on stream, it makes it difficult for you to see things because I'll typically have, it also saves my eyes from hurting. So little tip trick when you're creating on Procreate, and they do this for painting as well. You typically start actually with a sepia toned background because that will help give you accurate colors for when you are putting down the hues, the shades, everything like that. So I try to style like this because it keeps your eyes from burning. But then also when I'm actually going to put down a white color, I have a better understanding of what it's really going to look like doing it like this. But a lot of times I'll start a color like this. I noticed, whoops. I noticed that when I do this, oh great, now I gotta get back. I noticed that when I did this, and then for example, if I typically start with like a blue color like this with my peppermint pencil and I would draw. A lot of times the other times that I had the specific colors, you guys couldn't really see them on screen. So, but it's okay. We're here now. And so I'm going to get like a yicky white color because in the game, well, it's kind of like this grayish, the water it's reflecting the water. So I have a color like this. And let me get my syrup. So first we laid down the color. Thank you for the follow over there. Acel Brianna. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. I'm sorry if I mess it up. So there you go. You can see that. We're going to get a little bit bigger here. We're going to fill in our little triangle. Well, apparently I missed a spot. Oh, that's where it is. It gave out on us. We're just going to increase this to save some time. Again. So smooth. Also, if I had a white background while trying to put a white phone in there, it'd be very difficult to navigate. The Trinity of Trinities. Time comes in 3, past, present, future. Space is 3-dimension, and matter comes in 3 forms: gas, liquid, and solid. Ha! And plasma. Okay, that's good. And you know what? Save time. Let's just duplicate that. Flippity doodah day it. And here we go. Let's just try to line it up. And we'll fill in the gaps. Well, come on now. I tell you what, we had such a fun time on the golf stream last night. I know I've already mentioned that, but like it got pretty heated, which is the whole point. Like, it's so fun. Like, nobody was actually mad at each other, but we do get frustrated, which is amazing. That's why when you read the description of Golf with Your Friends, it says, do not play this game if you want to keep your friends. So fun. All right, another little trick for those that might be learning Procreate. You see, I've got all my layers and stuff like that. I can't zoom in to the layers here, but you will notice that there is a dark gray patch above my colored spots. So if you pay attention to layer number 21, 31. Look at layer number 31. You'll notice that there are these dark gray patches above the color that I just created. If you're wanting to figure out how to color just within those triangles, because it would save you a lot of effort of having to be really delicate so you don't go out of the lines, one way to do that is either to create a clipping mask or alpha mask. So what alpha mask is, you tap on the layer like here. So like the actual picture of the layer. And then you'll see there's alpha lock and that there's mask. And there's also clipping mask. Mask is something else. So alpha lock and clipping mask. I typically go for alpha lock. It just saves me time from having to create another mask or another layer, I should say. So we'll just go ahead and go with that. I'll tell you about the clipping mask one other day. So now you'll notice that it's in a checkered pattern right there. And so let me just get a really bizarre color over here. If I want to draw something over here and I want to do some kind of weird detail, and I don't want it to go out of the bounds, you can see here, it stops abruptly. It will not go out of bounds because I have an alpha lock on the specific layer. So anything colored outside of the lines will not appear, only within. So that is really beneficial. Excuse me. Let me find, it's a grayish color. I'm going to find a pattern now to try and see. Let's see. Industrial. Well, I do have like a cage. There's stone wall. Let's just see what that looks like. It's not realistic at all. Oh, I think I know. But anyway, that's just one thing that you could do. There's grid. That's not really the same. But you see here, I can color all of this and it will not affect the outside portion of that triangle. But I'm going to undo that. That's just another tip and trick. I'm going to do something completely different at this current point that you don't need to worry about at all. But here we go. Is it that big? Let's see. How do I make it smaller? All right. So now what I'm going to try to do, this is a different trick altogether that has nothing to do with what I just said. I'm going to distort. Let's make it longer. Perfect. I'm going to get rid of all this. Moment of silence for creativity. It's the reverse. Okay, so I think I need to do this. I'm having a hard time getting across what it is that I'm trying to do. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm making this a lot harder for myself, but whoops. But I'm trying new things. This is how we learn. I learn right along with me. I'm with you. I'm a self-taught artist, so it's all, yeah, this is not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to see how to do this. I'm going to delete that, create a new layer. How would I stretch that out? All right, let's try this again. I'm going to just create this grid. See, I don't want it to bend like that. I don't want it to bend, distort. Let's see, there's warp. What is the fit to canvas by linear? I don't know what that means. Nearest neighbor. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. There's still so much about Procreate that I have no idea. Bicubic? I don't know what that means either. All right, so what if we go back to distort? Snapping. What is snapping? I don't know what that means. Oh, fascinating. Oh, this is what I think I wanted. Maybe. Oh my. This is sort of what I was aiming for. Not quite. Not exactly what I was aiming for. All right, how about uniform? No snapping. I don't know what snapping means. Oh, it's pretty similar to what I wanted. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to do this, but this is the best that your girl got for today. It's the best that we have. I wanted it to be smaller in the back. There we go. It's much smaller. Oh, we did it! Huzzah and salutations! Okay. Let's get rid of the excess here. Trial and error, friends. You're learning right along with me. Great time of day. I am so hungry right now, which is weird. I had a piece of bread, like sweet bread, early this morning with some butter and some sausage. But I guess, when you feed yourself at 5:30 in the morning and it gets to be 10:45, you get a little peckish. You get a little peckish. All right, we got rid of the excess. Let's double check. No, there's still some excess points somewhere floating around in here. All right, something wrong here. Something's over here. It's so small I can't see it. That bothers me. Oh well. It is what it is. But that's awesome. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, unmask it or whatever it is. And what's really cool then, I take this because, in this game, everything's again, meant to be uncomfortable and it's kind of grimy. So I'm going to lower the opacity here and just kind of pick and choose where I want the grout of the wall to kind of be yicky. Actually, it would be easier if I just switch my eraser to something else. Let's see, how about Fernio? Oh, that's a little A little much. Nah, I don't like the perfect pattern. I didn't like it. Let's try this one. I didn't see anything happen. Okay, maybe it was just too big. Yeah, I think it's too large of a stamp for me to be like, oh. I'm probably overcomplicating things. I probably don't need to do that, but also this is where then you would probably do the magic of the perspective thingy. And I wonder. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. But I don't want to do it just yet. So we'll just save that. Let's just duplicate it and flip it good. Aha, I think I found the culprit. It's down here somewhere. All right, I think it's lined up. Well, it's semi lined up. Here we go. Oops. Good enough. Good enough. Hello there, Jeb and WeQ. I don't know how to properly pronounce that, but welcome in. I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on Kick and YouTube. We are doing some Escape the Backrooms art where my friends fell to their demise because they made bad decisions. All right, so I have a thing of water that I did make that is clearly not going to work for this, but we can kind of see how it's coming along. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to delete it. Just going to delete it. And then I have this one here, which I like the color of the blue. Clearly it doesn't match, but I'm going to take it and we're going to warp this as well. I'm going to distort this upwards. Let's see, we're going to cover that way. And, well, yeah. And I think, you know what? I like this color. I think to save ourselves the time and the effort, we're just going to take the color. We're going to clear the layer and start over. Let's get the proper. So now comes the fun, guys. We're going to follow the tutorial that I have over to the side here and see if any good comes from it. Once again, appreciate everybody being here. I know you've got your busyness going through the day, and always appreciate you guys hanging out with me, sharing your thoughts. Okay, so we're going to fill this in. Trial and error with Tabitha. Once again. Tabitha, you should make merch like a fool. Maybe I will. But what would go with that? It doesn't really make much sense if it's just... It's honestly, do you guys know that that's a Friends reference? I forget what episode it was, but Phoebe Buffay said something like that. Like a fool. So it's something that I say pretty regularly, and it just seemed like it was the perfect opportunity with Narmi, falling to her death there in the game. And so this is, hey, Raul and T Drawings, good morning. Good stuff. But it would be cool. I just would have to figure out what kind of design that would go with that. I just don't know if people would really buy it or not. I know some people have told me I should sell my little comic strips and stuff like that. There's some people that have purchased from me and have inquired about it. So I might throw them up on my fourth wall shop and just let people, if they want it, they can have it. A lot of people really liked the one with Joe and our Split Fiction one. You can't see it, but it's back there. But somebody bought my Alt F4 one, and oh my goodness, it's Untamed Amanda. She says I would buy it. What, like a fool? What would the design be though? Do I just put the letters, just put the words on there? Like a fool. I one time sold shirts and pictures of my Mr. T painting that I did of Mr. T as Sir Walter Raleigh, and it said, "I pitieth the foolish." Should remake that one. Like a fool, like a fool. What design could go with like the fool? Oh, I clearly did not color in the whites of my eyes. But all right, guys. Time to lock it in. So, according to this, which I really wanted to put like splash up against, you should put the words with Nomi falling in the background. Or Mando, we just like have like a picture subtly of her in the background like this or something, and then just write, like a fool. Actually, I could put it, she could be lying on top of the letters. All right, hang on. We're practicing something. This is what we love about the chat. Yeah, Mando's like, yes. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, there's my color. Okay. So I'm gonna change this to white really quickly. Fantastic! I haven't seen you around for a while. Exactly. Who would buy the Alt F4 picture? All right. This is just a rough thing. This is just me sketching it out, kind of an idea. But oops. Again, this is just a rough sketch. This wouldn't be the final thing. Well, hang on. Hey, and that's not to say, look, real quickly, I adore Nomi. We have such a good time streaming. This is not me making fun of Nomi. Like, it is, but like it's teasing. I know, right? The tongue out and the exit eyes are killing me. I have made my fair share of stupid mistakes in this game. So, like, if anybody comes at me and they're saying you pick on Nomi all the time, Nomi picks on me all the time. Okay, all right, okay, all right. She's always late, and she picks on me about being whatever my problems are. I have so few, I can't think of them. But this, Mando says, I give you full permission to make fun of me. Yes. Okay. Well, Mando, we all were wondering last night, some of the folks were wondering, where's Mando? And I said, well, she typically has plans on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe it was. I said, but I could reach out to her and see if she wants to play with us again this coming Tuesday. So just let me know if you're able to. But the folks were wondering where you are, but we'll find a reason. But you know what? I got to take a picture of this. So that way I don't forget. Like a fool. Poor Moss. He's not even in there. But yeah, I kind of like it. Like a fool. Oh, you know what I should do? Hang on. Duplicate. I don't know. Maybe we'll find a place for Moss. It's kind of a hard. We'll play with it. All right. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. I can't do it this coming Tuesday because Jacob is doing Lord of the Rings, and I'm a Tolkien junkie, so I can't miss it. But the week after that, faux show. Okay. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. All right. Well, I just want to let you know that people loved you. They missed you. Okay. So, water tutorial. I'm making a second layer. Now that we've had our fun. I think, let's see. This wants me to use like a rounded kind of brush. So, it doesn't have like a specific, hey, use this, this, and this. So, we're just going to kind of trust our instincts and go with the flow. Okay, so let's look at our drawing ones that we have. What about our inking ones? I mean, the ink roll looks like it would do a really good job. It's kind of inconsistent, so I don't know. I think that would work out. All right. Let's make it kind of, it's like a ribbon. All right, so here it says we have our blue. And honestly, I think this blue, you know what? I should maybe find a complementary color. This what's really cool about Procreate 2, if you're having a hard time with your colors, as sometimes I do, if you go up into your colors here, you'll notice at the bottom it says Disc Classic Harmony, Value, and Palette. You're going to want to click on Harmony, and then whatever color that you have chosen with your dropper tool here, right? You can see I'm moving it around. I'm going to click on Sevi's Hair, and maybe I can find a color that would be the contrast, but a harmonious contrast. So we've got this blue. And if I go to that layer and change it, it's more in line with the color palette that I have, which would be beneficial. I do think that maybe I need to darken it. Now, maybe instead of doing the hair, I try this ugly greenish color and see what the blue is. I like this one, I think, better. I need a dark base, so that way as I add the layers of highlights, it will stand out more. Jerry, what's up? Jerry D. Sills, morning Tabitha, excellent work as always. Thank you. Thank you. We are a long way from being finished. We're right now just about to start a tutorial, and it's gonna be great. All right, so here it literally says draw rounded shapes and connect them. No need to draw neat lines. So let's start with Nomi. Rounded shapes and connect them. No rules, just right. So, well, you know what? Maybe if I just do figure eights, that would just save me from having to figure out how to do this. Okay, so we've got. Oh, connect them. All right. Partly erase lines with hard round brush. Oh, great. Great. Okay. A hard round. Well, you know, there's a painting brush here. Let me get the round brush right there. There it is. Oops. All right. So hard lines. Like, am I doing this? Am I doing it right? Do I just kind of go in and do I just do figure eights all over the place? Because that just leaves it all choppy. No. Don't think that's what it wants me to do. All right. Let's just try this. We're just going to kind of gently follow the cycle here and just pretend like we know what we're doing. We're figure eight is double 4. 2 times 4 is... I don't know. I forget the words, how that goes. I know I totally messed up the math for that, but I can't remember how it works. If you skate upon thin ice, it would be wise if you thought twice before you made another single move. It's kind of working though. Look, it's my first time. It's my first time, but I'm thinking inking here. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. Do, 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 do. Schoolhouse Rock? Anybody? Just me? Okay, it's fine. I'm pretty sure my patterns are not the best, but we're going to just practice this and see how the process is done before we decide, hey, maybe I need to do these white ribbons again. First, we must trust the process. Like a fool. All right. You guys tell Nomi, like, don't be mean, okay? If Nomi comes in here, don't be throwing me under the bus. Nomi, she's making fun of you. Tell her the people want it, like a fool, like a fool. She might even wear it, you know? Nomi's a good sport. She might even make fun of herself. You caught the reference? Okay. Yeah, I know, Rizkit. The people have spoken. They want like a fool shirts. This is our idea right here. Just put her lying on top of it. Okay. So again, this is a practice. It's a practice. It says duplicate the layer, move it to subtract. The mode is subtract and opacity. All right, so we're going to duplicate this layer. And then I'm going to lower the opacity to 20 to 30%. Let's go with 30 just so we can still see it. And I'm going to move it to subtract. Let's see, where is that? Oh, my. Let's go back up to 30. Okay, and then I'm supposed to move it. It doesn't say where, it just says to move it. So it's meant to be the shadow. Ooh. I wonder if it needs to be blurred. This looks blurred. They don't add that. They don't add that to this. That's not part of the criteria. So Tabitha's going to just go ahead and take some liberty here because that's not part of the brief. They want me to blur it just a little bit. Not too much. You still need to be able to see the shape. Rizkit says, I get one? Okay. All right. All right. Mando, Rizkit, several others. Tell her I said I would do it. Okay. There's supposed to be kind of like a glow feature here. I think also if I duplicate... Wait a minute. I wonder if it would look better underneath. It doesn't mention that either. I think that would be better too. So I'm going to also duplicate this really quickly. And I wonder if I blur this as well. Just a wee bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. No, it's more of a glow. So hang on. This tutorial is not the best. I'm having to like figure out all the rest of this. Is there like a glow color dodge? That looks really cool from what I can see. Yeah, we're cooking with the peanut oil now. Hang on. We're adding some extra steps here. Because that's kind of what that looks like. It has a little bit of a glow. This water's not great. It's not perfect, but I'm having to learn the process. So, excuse me. You know what? Let's just get rid of that and just follow the tutorial. Just follow the tutorial. Step number 4, new layer, color dodge. Add some bright spots on the top. Oh, of the water. Okay, well, we can't color dodge because this isn't Photoshop. So I'm just basically going to, let's go back to the disk. I'm going to get this color and then I'm meant to brighten it. I'm going to go up this way a little bit. And we're going to brighten that a little bit. And it doesn't even tell you to like switch brushes because it's talking about color dodging. So we're going to... Whew, good thing I have some experience with this because this is definitely not like... And so then you're meant to add like... Shoot. Like that? No. I need... You know what I think they want me to do. I don't think this is exactly what they want me to do, but it's what I'm going to do. Lower the opacity. It's something kind of like this, but I don't have the right angle, but we're just practicing. We're just practicing for a second. And then they really want you to like have patches of brightness. And then they're like, and then there you go. Lower the let's see, want more, lower opacity for the first layer, create one more color dodge layer and draw the highlight. What? Okay, lower the opacity for the first layer. That would be this one. No, this one. So we would lower the opacity. Create one more. Duplicate. Color dodge the layer and draw highlights. Oh. So then I would think that's essentially they want me to like erase certain aspects so that it would be okay. All right. I know this looks terrible. Don't worry. We're fully aware of that. But just trying to figure out how to do that. One of the problems is that I don't have the right perspective for the water. The tutorial that I'm following is if you're looking down at the water, whereas our picture here, we are looking into the water. So I have a reference over here for the game. And so I'm going to try to use that to give me a good idea, a better idea of what I'm supposed to do. And Rookie Critic for $2 says, loving the character expressions. Yeah, they're pretty pretty on par to what happened. You can blame it all on me, says Mando. What did I miss? I had to get some cervical injections and nerves burned this morning. Ooh, that sounds. What did you miss? I don't know. You mean like what we've been talking about? I've not been talking too deeply about anything today. Not today. Not today. All right, duplicate this. There's one thing that I kind of wish that Procreate had was like a gradient thing, and if it does have one, I have not found it quite yet. Oh, I am such a fool, like a fool. I literally have a water thing. Oh, Tabitha, you could have totally done that. And if I'm not mistaken, I have it. Look, well, I have to shrink that. I see. Again, I don't have the proper perspective for this just yet, but I could. The only problem with this is that it doesn't look like it was drawn. And that's a problem. But I have, oh, ocean. What does that one look like? That one's better. Hang on, let's try that one. It would save me some time. Just kind of erase the sides. We're just practicing again, just trying to figure out how to do water. And then if I would do the same thing and then I'm going to do this, brighten it some more. Put some highlights in there. And then some more white. Oh! That's pretty darn good. Only problem is that I would want in the front here to be some like serious waves. Yeah, it is. It's better. The problem is that it's not very cartoony looking. Like it looks good, but it's complicating the picture way too much. I do wonder if, if I were to, oh, it's on the blue. If I were to enlarge it, it's okay, but it's complicating the picture too much. There's too much happening. So it needs to be like bigger or something. Hang on. Let me get rid of that. The other thing is too, is that this was meant to be, okay, hang on. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take, it's not, we're going to do that. This needs to be this color. I think that's the other problem I'm having. So when I do this, I am meant to lower this opacity and then all right, hang on. Oh, wait, that's that one. You can't see that. So we're thinking, we're processing. I have something in my mind of how I think this is supposed to go, but I can't. Okay, I'm not quite there yet. Because I'm already there. All right, so I think also this is meant to go under the walls. Yes, okay, because the ladders go into the walls. So you'll see that they're meant to do that. So that part was helping. Thanks, Larry. Dropping the question marks. I figured that was what those question marks were for. Okay, so we're doing it. Oh no, what happened to my oh, there it is. Okay, so I wonder then what does that look like? So we do normal. Actually, hang on. Let's make a clipping mask. It's just it's so, it's not what I want it to be. I need it to be a lot bigger. So let's do this. And we're just gonna cover this up real quick. And now we're going to make it bigger. I'm gonna warp it. I don't know. We're just playing around. Those waves would not be so. No. So then, what I originally had planned was that Nomi's body would be kind of in the water, slightly out of the water. So I think what's also happening is that I have Nomi kind of in the wrong spot. So that's something. I have her on the wrong layer. So that's something I need to fix really quickly. Oh, what is this? Oh, no wonder. Let's get the syrup back here. We are talking to ourselves out loud because it helps with the thinking process. All right. Okay. It's not terrible. I think the other problem is that, let me grab these. Sevi and I think, are down too low. We really, oh shoot, I gotta grab the, I think, what is this layer? What? There we go. We really should be up higher. And I think that Moss and Nomi need to be down lower. So what we're going to do is duplicate everything. I'm going to push this up here. I'm going to group our colors and everything. So we're going to duplicate here. New group. We're going to duplicate and get rid of that real quickly. I am going to get rid of Nomi. Forgive me. Here we go. Get rid of Moss. We're going to go, I think it's here. Yep, get rid of Moss completely. Poor Moss. Poor Moss. There we go. And then I think what I need to do is take this. And I wonder if I need to show. Oh, shoot. Grab this. Raise this up a little bit. I think I have to cut off Sevi's finger a little bit. I might even just shorten it overall. I think it's kind of like this, and I need to, we are doing a lot of experimenting here. Good thing I have the original. I need to increase the size of the raft, honestly. I think if I did that, so, and then people wonder why my artists go mad. I want her to be more towards the center. I have to erase her foot. Where was she at in proportion to this raft? Something like that. Yeah, we don't really get her finger, which kind of... So if I wanted to get more of her finger, it would be like this, because I can always shorten the finger. And then the raft... Well, really, I should... Oh, shoot. Hang on. I hate that Procreate does that, where when you put it out of bounds, it will, excuse me, it will cut it off. So something like this. I think that's a lot better. And then with that, I'm going to duplicate. Oh, shoot, fire. Don't delete that. I need Nomi. Okay. And Moss. All right. So then we're going to get rid of this. Bring this back. We need to get rid of me and Sevi. There we go. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of Sevi. Get rid of all of our outline. Get rid of me. I should have done each character individually, but normally it kind of saves time, but I've never done anything quite this extreme before. So that's one reason why, but always onwards and upwards, we're ever growing, ever learning. Excuse me. Okay. And then I can get rid of the raft because this is not part of that. And then when it comes to Nomi and Moss, I'm going to get rid of Moss over here. That way he can be on his own layer. Duplicate. Get rid of that. So that Moss can be on his own little layer over here. Okay, now I've got to do the same thing with Nomi. Ugh, so much work. So much for brush hour. Hour 2. I get a little bit confused at this point. All right, so then here I'm getting rid of Nomi. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I'm not on the right layer. Unless I put Nomi and Moss under the water, but I just thought it would have been funny. Maybe also some ripples. Yeah, I haven't put all the details. I really just have to figure out where exactly they need to go. Because it's like throwing me off. There's something about it. What is it they call it? The uncanny valley. There's something about it where it's like I can tell it's wrong. Wait, is that Nomi's layer? It's everybody's layer. Does Moss not have his own outline? Nomi does. Moss does not. So I get rid of this. So I get rid of this, right? There we go. Nomi's got a layer, and then Moss has his layer. This is Moss's. So Moss, I'm gonna put this down on here. What is this? This is a unnecessary layer. Okay. All that work, and now I have to remember what it was that I was aiming for in doing. All right. So we're going to put our characters up here. I mean, they're pretty good like that, but Moss is kind of over to the side. Hang on. I'm going to do this to get rid of stuff. I could always just like put his bum above water like that. And let's see. What if I put him? No, these are not clipping masks. No, that won't work. So, color dodge works pretty good. You can't see him too well, but I could do. Let's go back to color dodge, and let's see. Let's do that. I kind of like it. Not too bright. Can't have it too bright. And then this. Okay, let's see. Oh, normal and then darken color. So whatever's dark underneath of it kind of blub blub. I know. So that kind of worked out. And that way Moss's little keister is still hovering a little bit above the water, which was supposed to be, kind of a comedic effect. So he's over there in the corner and it's not drawing away. It's just something that's still there. I do think that this layer here, maybe Again, I don't want it, if it's too bright, it doesn't complement. So that might be the way to do it. And then now I gotta figure out Nomi, because I kind of wanted her to float a little bit on the water too. But at least it looks like he drowned in a state of bliss. Risk it. Okay, let's go back to Narmi. And we have to put her down here as well. And then figure out the placement for Narmi. She was meant to be a little bit above the water. So this will be the part that's difficult. I mean, I think I got something. So if I go here, I'm just going to duplicate this and get rid of one. Well, we want her to float. She must live. Okay. So what I do then, let me get the ink roll. Maybe that will work. Let's get Nomi. It probably just would work better if I use the syrup. Let's just use the syrup. All right. Because half the fun is being able to see like the character, you know. And so maybe if we do something like this. Here we go. Blub. Oops. Do just a little bit smaller. Oh my word. All right. I think we can do it. I think we've got a plan. And then let's just kind of carry this line. Hang on, let's make it a little smaller. We'll just carry this line across because of the water. And see what this looks like. It kind of doesn't show off her gloves very well, but I think that gets the point across. I think that works. I think that works. There's moss. I could always, you know, do a little bit of that if I needed to. Just so it sticks out. Poor moss. Look, I like moss a lot, okay? I'm just being mean. I think that's better. You can kind of see him. That works. I think that works really well. Like this, we haven't even gotten to the fun coloring aspect. This is just here. And so let me find, I don't even know where Moss's glasses are. Here they are. Let's move Moss's glasses up a little bit. I was going to put some like little bubbles, but it's terrible and I love it. I think, and let's see, something's throwing me off about my personal character here. Where is that? This color right here. I'm going to color that in because it bothers me and I got to get rid of that line around Sevi. Cancel. Is this not it? Where's the color? Oh, here it is. Oh, rats. Let me turn that off. Oh, wrong brush. Wrong brush. We did it, guys. We didn't exactly do what I was hoping to do. You're just telling the story as it happened. Pretty much, Riskit. I am kind of condensing the story so that it fits within the parameters of, you know, this like comic style. You know, just tell a story really quickly with as little as possible to get the point across. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's definitely been a lot of fun. Let's see. Got a little bit of blue peeking out there. That looks a lot better. I think that works really well. And this is just, like I said, the first layer of color. Now, I do think that maybe the ceiling too, if I go and change this color of the background, maybe, I don't know if that's the right color. I'm trying to see what's the reference. It looks kind of dark, but I don't think that's the way to go. It kind of looked okay, like that one. But let's see. Let's go back. Try this again. I don't like that. I don't really like that. What if I do, let's see. What if we do this color for the background? I think it's this color. It's something in there. It needs to be a little darker, and then it was going to have lights shining down in it. Poor Nomi can't even get her friends to toss her a floating device. Hey, we were up high. We were up top. It was too late. By the time we got to Nomi, she'd already passed. She'd already perished in the water. Man, what color should I make? The ceiling, because then it's going to have like these lights coming down. And I guess this does kind of highlight Sevi and I, but I wonder if this also is just too visible. And then I could just duplicate this. I wonder if there's a way where it will make it like white. Let's see. There's white. And then if maybe I shrink it or something, distort it, kind of move it around. No, I don't like that. I might go in and then just add little, excuse me, little trails of the highlights. Let's see, let's say duplicate this. And then we just kind of grow the trails. You know, something along these lines that will make it look more cartoony rather than too much blending. But we'll get there eventually when we add all the fun highlights and stuff like that. Okay, but Mountain Mutt, we were at the top of the building. Okay, Sevi and I remember watching Nomi swim. I will release the clip. Okay, you know what? I lied. I said I was only gonna watch it the one time, but you know, you've brought me to it.
Oh wow. I died.
Well,
guys, I died.
Well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat, Nomi.
The boat.
Well, boat.
How did you die?
Because she went in the water like a fool. See, we were on the top. This is where we were at when Nomi decided to go for it herself. So I think something fun for this would also be some splish splash. I'm not exactly sure how I would do. Ooh, maybe not like that because it doesn't quite look cartoony. Or maybe it does. Actually, this looks pretty good. Look at that happy little accident. Oops. Let's do this. Excuse me. Maybe I need to do it over like this way. That looks pretty cool, right? It's but I'm not super thrilled with the colors. I will have to play with that. But guys, we have come upon an hour and a half of the brush hour. We've got pretty much what I wanted out of this. And so I was eventually wanting to put behind Sevi. Let me see if I get a bigger brush here. I thought it would have been kind of cool to have something that said escape. You know, be like the back rooms and just make that the thumbnail. We'll still play with that. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot of work yet to be done, but we have accomplished a lot. Getting everything where it needs to go is the biggest part of the battle. The fun stuff is when you can start adding embellishments and you can do the coloring, and that's when it's going to be super duper fun. So I'm really excited to see how this is going. I love the journey. I love the expression of the faces, and I feel bad for my friends. I also have to figure out why Nomi's outfit is a different color than Moss's. I think that has to do with one of the layers and with the mode that it's on. So I think I'm going to brighten Moss's. Normally, I have my reference pictures. Let's minimize this here. I have my reference pictures, and this is where I grab all of my colors from. But I think because of the room, I'm going to have to change things up to match. I like the color that Nomi has better than what Sevi and I are actually wearing. So let me grab this color and then put it on here. Did that change her hair? No. Okay. Or did it? Just a little bit? Am I crazy? It did. Just a tiny skosh. So hang on. So let's try. There we go. Although I don't know that I like that either. So maybe we just have to go in and change. Maybe it just needs to be Moss. Oops. Moss's outfit. Let's go find Moss real quickly. I know. I'm like super excited now. So it's like I don't want to quit, but I kind of have other things I need to figure out. Here we go, Moss. Yeah. I think that just works better. Separates them a little more. But here we go, guys. This is what we have. And Of course, there's nobody to host to this morning, but thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And I will try to get on that like a fool, and have that up running soon. I think that'd be great. Once I get Nomi and everybody all properly colored, then we can kind of work on that. Looks amazing. Thank you. I appreciate everybody being here, and hit the like button, and then yeah. Look out for more art and everything like that. You are most welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here, and until next time, friends.
If I was watching this video, I would like it. I would like the video, and I would probably subscribe, because this is so thoroughly entertaining, and also, well,